Hello everyone, it's Lenny. So I just wanted to do sort of a catch up, like a bit of life catch up, and also I've got a bit of footage of the Christmas tree, which I'm going to add in. Um, the Christmas tree is I bought it like the end of last year um, in the sale, and I think I paid £40 for it, and I'm sure it was like originally 120 or something. And whilst it's well proportioned and everything in terms of like the spacing of the branches and all that, it's a lot more narrow than I thought it would be. Um, it's 6 foot. It's not. It says it's 6 foot, but actually it's not quite 6 foot because my daughter's slightly taller, and it was classed as a luxury tree, and I just expected it to be more wide, I guess. Um, but I mean, Laura's decorated it lovely, um, and it's up now, so I might either look into seeing if I can get another one after, in the sales after Christmas, um, but this time buy it like from somewhere where you can see them displayed, so I know what it looks like properly beforehand. Um, Obviously, rather than just going off a picture, either that or may actually get a um, real one, which we haven't had since I was a child, so that might be nice to do. Anyway, I'll insert the footage of that at the end. Um, but before that, I just wanted to talk a little bit about. I did a live on Saturday night just randomly, and then ended up doing a like sort of impromptu quiz, which seemed to go down really well. And I sort of says, oh well, maybe it's something I could do every week. Um, and everyone seemed to, want to do it and that kind of thing. And I thought, oh well, I will. I'll do that. So I decided to do it on a Tuesday. Thinking now it's a quiet night for most people, and so started at 9 and finish at 11, and I'm going to do it every Tuesday. I did it today. Today is Tuesday, by the way, and obviously I've just done it now, and it seemed to go down really well. And for some reason, I was really nervous. I don't know why, but I guess just being live and knowing how bad I am at waffling and have to fill in space, and when you're doing something yourself and you're waiting for the responses to come, obviously that space there is really bad for me for not wanting to just say things and then I just waffle whatever. But yeah, it went down really well, and I really enjoyed it, and it just blows my mind at the fact that I can do something like this, considering that you know um 2-3 years ago, I mean, not even just 2-3 years ago, I wouldn't have even done a video that was controlled, never mind live, sort of 6-10 months ago type of thing, that the thought would have horrified us then, and to have progressed slowly on from like hiding away to then sort of now doing lives on YouTube, it just doesn't make sense. um, but yeah, it went really well, and I think what I'm going to do is maybe this side, because I was just looking at like the dates and stuff. So obviously the next Tuesday is the 10th, and then we've got the 17th, and then the 24th, which is Christmas Eve, and then New Year's Eve. I know I probably won't do Christmas Eve because and spend it with the family unless they decide to go out, and then I might, I guess. But I might still do New Year's Eve. I might sound stupid or whatever, but my kids will probably be out, and so I might as well just sit and have a drink and do a quiz if there's anyone. I'm sure there's other people who are either alone on New Year's Eve or maybe stuck in because they've got children, so they're just having a couple of drinks at home. And I would make it more fun. It's not just going to be sort of completely like, um, you know, proper questions. I would make it a more fun quiz type thing. But if anyone is interested and would actually be available for that, or would want to watch, then would you please like comment, or like comment below and let us know, and it could be something that I could do. If there's not enough interest, then obviously I won't do it, but start again afresh in the January. And what I'll do is every 12 weeks I'll run it for 12 weeks and do some sort of leaderboard, have a weekly winner, but also have the leaderboard, and then after the 12 weeks whoever is top will get some sort of prize. Obviously we were talking in the thing that I would be giving big girl points, because obviously my YouTube channel is Big Girls Really Do Cry, so you get big girls points for scoring the right answer. And at the end, like I said, after 12 weeks I would I'm not talking sort of like a massive gift, but like just a little token of some sort, to say that they were the, I don't know, quarter winner of the year, and then do another 3 months, and do the same thing again. So as I said, about every 3 months, and then I guess that would give us 4 overall winners in a year. Probably just jumping straight ahead of myself here, but if anyone has any suggestions on that, just let us know in the comments, please. That would be really good. And what you think, if you think that would work. Fingers crossed. So the other thing I wanted to update on was just the way I've been feeling. I'm much better in myself. I feel less I was going to say more. But what did I do last time? I was just like, huh. Yeah, I feel less, huh. So that's good. I seem to have better control of eating wise. Hopefully I get weighed 2 weeks today, so I hopefully will have a loss. I haven't, as I said before, it wasn't anything major. I wasn't like, I wasn't binging or overly going over the top with anything. It was just that wasn't quite controlled enough, and like I said, I just felt that little bit more hungry, but I've upped my veg and salad, and that seems to have definitely helped. So yeah, which is, it's logical really, it is logical really, so makes sense. But hopefully when I get weighed in 2 weeks I will have a loss. The other things was, I still have like the pains, like I said before, they're so like varied that I can't sort of exactly put any sort of balance to them. The only thing I can think is that maybe that I've sat too long, because I did go from sitting 2.5 hours and then I sat 3.5 hours 1 week, and I was knackered the next day, and I was a little bit achy and knackered the next day, and then the following week for some reason I sat 4.5 hours because I was busy doing something and didn't, like, I'd gone out somewhere and obviously didn't really think about the time, but for 2 days after that I was in loads of pain. But it doesn't just, the pain isn't just after something I've done. It can happen randomly, so it can happen, I might have just had like a couple of hours in the wheelchair, 2 or 3 hours and whatever, and then I can have days where I'm really badly achy, and other days where I'm not, and that's partly could just be the fact that all my muscles are starting to work again, and I'm moving a lot more than I was, even the fact of rolling over and things, so it could be having an effect. I have had sort of, my GP, like I said before, thinks it's nerve related. He wanted us to take a amitriptyline, I think it's called, which affects the nerve, like, which helps. It's a nerve blocker, I think is what it is. But I wasn't keen. I really don't like taking medication. I think I've said this before, and so I wasn't really keen on taking anything. Plus, because the symptoms are not consistent, because I can go a couple of weeks and have none, and then I can have it 2 days in a row, then I can have it 21 21 minutes, why did I go so specific? Then I can have it 20 minutes one day, and then, you know, I can not have it for a couple of days, and I can have it for 6 hours one day, and then not have it for 3 weeks. It's just so varied that I really don't want to take something constant or consistently like that. And usually when it's pain medication, they tell you to take it consistently, so that it's constantly blocking out the pain. And he was kind of saying to us, it's kind of the way, I mean, he would refer us to neurology, but normally what they would do is they would check your nerve things by, you would have normally had those sort of nerve blockers to prove that it was them that was causing the pain, if you know what I mean. But I don't want to take them constantly. I don't want to take them at all, full stop, because I don't like how medication can changes. I've tried other medications in the past, and I really don't like the way I feel on them, so I'd rather, if I can help it, not take it. And because it's not a constant thing, I guess that's why I haven't really wanted to do to take anything, you know, in the longer term. So that's just kind of ongoing, I guess. I haven't been rechecked for my vitamin D yet, and I'm still feeling really tired. But again, that could be down to moving more, being out and about more, the fresh air, up in the wheelchair, that kind of thing. I'm going to allow it for that, and I suppose if in another 6 months from now that's still happening, then I guess I would have to look further into that again. And the last thing was the rash. I used the Dacacort. I've been using it, I should say, for nearly, I think it's about 2 weeks now. And obviously it's not something that you can consistently use, because it does have steroid in it, and that's not great for your skin in the long term. And no, it's got rid of the itching, and the redness has gone down a lot. Like, the patch is still there. So what I mean is, it's like, it's just kind of faded, but it's still there. It's kind of like it's got a lighter colour, more of a tan colour, where it was like really red and angry, and it was just like still there but tanned. And I haven't used the cream for 2 days, and I can feel the itch coming back. So obviously it's not something that's working in the long term. I need to maybe go back to the GP on it, because it is very frustrating when it, you know, is when it was at the worst before. It was really annoying in terms of the constant itch, and it's that kind of thing that you just can't stop, and especially if you start, so it's not a good thing. But yeah, I'm going to speak to the GP again and see what he says. So yeah, I haven't really got much planned for this week, I don't think. Maybe pop out to the shops. The weather's been really crappy, so I haven't been out much. It's very icy on a morning here, and usually I would go out early, so that's kind of like, if I was going out on my own, I would go out early, and that's kind of stopped us from doing that. But I'm gonna go out tomorrow, probably later in the day, I think, and maybe just pop around the shops or something. And I mean, oh, also I bought a GoPro. The GoPro came, well, it's not called a GoPro, it's called a Go Extreme, but a cheaper version of. And it's so confusing for a start. But then I realised I needed to buy an SD card, so I've ordered that. So I can't use it quite yet, but look out for something. And what I might do is, when I do get it set up finally, I might go to like the park or something, and just do like a first one using the Go Extreme in the park, and see how it turns out. Hopefully I'll be able to work out how to use it, because that'll help. I bought myself 2 presents, actually. I'm calling them as Christmas presents to myself. And the other one is a new webcam. This one I've got was my brother's. The other one I've got is part of my laptop, which is really bad quality. And this one's my brother's, although he did give us it. I've decided to upgrade again, because in the Black Friday sale it had gone down to £25, so it was definitely worth trying. So hopefully it'll be better than this, and yeah, it'll last for years. So that'll be great. Right, I'm going to end this now. I will add on the footage of the Christmas tree, and I might have some footage of Jasper and things as well, so I might as well just add all that together, and you can give it a watch. So all that's left to say is thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and as always, do a little dance, do the bop or something. Is it the bop? Is that from like the 60s? I don't know. Anyway, thank you. Bye.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Or the